We received this non-inverter mini-split air conditioner circuit board for repair. When we checked it, it was displaying an E4 error. So today, we will explain the reason behind this error and what causes it. Additionally, I want to mention the difference between DC inverters and non-DC inverters. This particular error occurs only in non-DC inverter units. Whenever an E4 error appears, it means that the indoor room temperature sensor has become faulty or has short-circuited for some reason. In such a case, the unit will display the E4 error. Right now, we have turned off the power to the PCB, and I will explain more possible causes of the E4 error. I will remove some components so that I can show you a closer view. Looking at the PCB, this is where the room temperature sensor is connected. The sensor is plugged into connector CN14, labeled T1 on the board. This wire belongs to the room temperature sensor, and if it gets damaged, such as breaking, having a loose connection, or getting cut, it will trigger the E4 error. Even if the connector itself is not seated properly, the unit will display the E4 error. Additionally, it's important to know the exact resistance value of this sensor so you can replace it with a matching one. If you replace the sensor but the E4 error still doesn't disappear from the display, it means that the PCB itself is faulty for some reason. Now, let's talk about the next error code, E5. I will explain what it means, why it occurs, and how to fix it. Whenever an E5 error appears, it indicates that the pipe coil sensor has become faulty, has short-circuited, or has gone open circuit. To resolve this, you should check the pipe coil sensor and verify its condition. It is also important to know the exact resistance value of this sensor so that you can replace it with a sensor of the same resistance. Once you install the correct replacement sensor, the E5 error will disappear from the display. Now, I will show you where this sensor is located on the PCB. Now, the PCB is powered off. Take a look. This connector is for the pipe coil sensor, and it is labeled CN15 with T2 marked on the board. It looks like this. If you replace the sensor and the E5 error still does not disappear from the display, it means that the PCB has a fault. In this case, you need to check whether the PCB is supplying 5 volts to the sensor. If the 5 volt supply is missing, that could be the reason for the error. After checking and repairing the PCB, the unit should return to working condition. Click on the left or right thumbnail to watch our next videos, and subscribe. Thank you.